some breakfast. She's having a little bit of carrot puree with some oatmeal cereal inside. I'm looking rough. Here she is. Is it yummy? Yeah, we get it all over our
Look at me.
Okay, you're not wearing any clothes, so I can't show you. Look at that happy girl. She got some cereal all over her face. Look at that oatmeal face. You got some carrots. Yes. She's happy. All right, you ready for some more? I am making progress, so we decided left side is mine, right side is his. So I've kind of split this down the middle. I've got my shorts, his shorts, athletic shorts, to be determined. And then up here I've got these. They fit really nicely. These are just those Target Y-weave bins that I just really like. And it depends on when you buy them, what color you're gonna get. This is the current color, I think, right here. And also they'll have white and gray or white and black. And then I got these ones a while back, this darker teal color. So 3 and 3 fits well. This is medicine and first aid stuff, vitamins and supplements. Right now, just pillowcases. I don't know what we're gonna do with that container. And then we've got socks, my bras. These are current bras, so nursing bras, and only one wire bra in there. I haven't been wearing it. And then undies in that one I'm not gonna show. And then, oh my word, I have so many tank tops. I did not realize I had that many. And this does not include all of the nursing ones. I've got 5 more of these. 1 I'm wearing and then 4 in the dirty clothes or in the bags here. I don't know where they are. I'm going to put them in rainbow order and show you. So there's the before and the after. I think it looks really cool like that. So I do live in Texas. I wear tank tops most of the time because it's insanely hot here most of the time. So I don't feel bad having that many tank tops. I just can't believe how many there are when you line them up like that. It looks pretty cool actually with all the rainbow.
2. I see 2 lights. Triangle and circle. Together. 1, 2. Woo! Stop it. Let go of it.
Let go. Let go. There she goes.
I need that orange to do it. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Wait a minute. She already knocked it down.
Yep, she just did. Did you cook-a-boom? All right, crib is getting built today. We've been putting it off. We didn't have the parts box, and now we do. Closet's looking good. Got some stuff that goes downstairs. We set up the TV. And here's what this room looks like. I scooted everything down to that and I've got a dirty diaper. I scooted everything down. Stuffed animals are gonna go here because some of them were falling through the rails. I want to show you guys progress down here is looking pretty good. We gotta tackle that room. That's one of our last rooms. More stuff we took. Look at that. Look at that little girl. She is working on sitting up. She's doing so good. I know, she just needs the boppy around her now. And that girl is watercoloring right now. All right, we've started a breakfast routine here. Olivia said she wanted to try the oatmeal cereal plain because yesterday I mashed it with a banana. She didn't want that, so there's Olivia's plain one. And then this morning I heated up some frozen spinach and blended it in the Ninja blender with the blender cup and then put the cereal in with it. So this is what she gets for a little breakfast. She only just eats a few bites of it, and she probably won't even finish this whole thing, but I also have been saving things. Sometimes it's a baby food puree. We got a few of these, went ahead and froze that, and then I'm freezing the rest of the little broccoli puree that I made, and so she can have it again for another day. And that's what we're working with this morning. She eats 2 times a day, like, I don't know, a tablespoon each time. Not very much. We're just starting to experiment, taste different flavors and new things and new textures. And she also does baby-led weaning. I'd say about half the time it's baby-led weaning. For breakfast, I do something like this. And then for her little lunch, I do baby-led weaning stuff. So things she can hold herself or things I hold for her. And she works on biting and chewing that way. We've been in the house officially a week as of tonight. So coming up on the week mark. You ready? Are you ready?
Alex, of course.
Okay, it's baby.
Did you mix it with something?
I just mixed it with a little bit of water. You can't eat it dry. It'll probably be really gross dry. You ready? We're gonna have some broccoli cereal. Here.
I see.
Broccoli. Yeah, you can see. I mixed it with some broccoli.
Gross.
Yum. Stella, you want some broccoli? That's good, huh? Get it off your chin. You say, what is that? That's broccoli cereal. It's kind of a weird combination, but it should be tasty. Want some more? Yeah, you can have some more. Oh, maybe she doesn't like broccoli cereal. You want some more? That's all I got. All I got's broccoli. Hey, all I got's broccoli. Do you want to try? Oh, maybe she doesn't want to try it. Okay. You don't want broccoli cereal? You don't have to have broccoli
I don't
cereal.
like broccoli cereal. That's gross.
You might be too tired now. She's been playing a long time. You too tired? Yeah.
I don't watch TV.
Okay, well, you can when she has her nap. Libby's having TV time while Stella takes her nap. I noticed there is some, like, paint smears on this. I've got to magic erase this, too. You can see some of it down there. But I am going back to, now that we're getting things organized and I'm able to do more, I'm getting to where the first nap of the day, Olivia gets her TV time, and I prep for dinner. So tonight we're just going to have beef stew. I pulled out some frozen stew meat that I had from Butcher Box, and I put it in the little one because it was completely frozen. I didn't thaw it out ahead of time. I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants for dinner tonight. So it is cooking in its own thing. So it'll be done. You can start frozen meat in the Instant Pot, which is one of the coolest things about it. So I put it in for an hour. I want it to be nice and tender. And then I started the actual beef stew in here under the crock pot feature. I've got red potatoes, carrots, and onion, and a bay leaf, parsley, and salt with beef broth in. Both of them actually have beef broth, and I just have it set so that it won't turn itself off. And I will get another crock pot because this just doesn't work as good for a crock pot. Like, the low feature is hardly warm. You have to use the more highest feature there, but it only makes it like a low crock pot. So you can't cook anything fast in like a high crock pot setting for the Instant Pot, at least in my experience. So it's a dud for a crock pot feature. But now that I have lots of space, I will end up with another crock pot at some point. But for now, this will work. I set it on more, so it'll be the low crock pot setting. It's working, the beef is working, and I'm gonna go tackle a little bit of unpacking while I still have time before Stella wakes up. And believe it or not, this is a lot of progress. It is a pigsty over here where she does her art. She's gotta work on cleaning up after she's done. And she took paper towels. She had the whole roll. Thankfully, she only used 3. I thought they were super cute, but we need to ration these paper towels, so I gotta make sure she doesn't take them again. She did that the other day and used like a dozen of them. It was crazy. George and Minnie must have been coloring with her this morning. Then this is the stuff that stays down here. I've got to find the art wall stuff and get the art wall set up. I think it's gonna go along the actual art station. So this side. And we've got one shelf there with my drink on top, one shelf there, and then we've got Legos in 2 boxes and Marble Track in another box. I think Marble Track's gonna have to go upstairs when baby starts crawling, and I will redo this to match, make sure baby can't get into anything. And then this is all art wall art. I just put a few things in here from her watercoloring yesterday. That one, actually this one's empty. I really liked that. She's getting super creative. Not sure what that one is, but it looks really good. So I'm gonna give her this piece of paper back so she can do some art, and I'll show you guys. All of that is for upstairs. There's a shipping label on one of the boxes, so I'm not gonna show it. And then some clean clothes that need to be put away. The wrapping paper, I just put rubber bands on both sides of each of those. And then this is one of the best things we got from the professional movers, is a parts box. So it says open first, and it's red, it's bright, you can't miss it, and it's great to have all the parts in one place. So that is our parts box, and just the computer needs to move and it needs to be dusted. Oh my gosh. So what I did, I set this cabinet up for art stuff that she can get herself. So the perler beads, the Play-Doh, and back behind the Play-Doh, I've got some gallon baggies to recondition the Play-Doh. I just add a couple of drops of water and move them around in the baggie until they're nice and soft. And then her watercolor stuff up there, and then some extra perler bead stuff. So I'm gonna set this with her watercolor stuff so she has a piece of paper going, and that's all my progress for right now. I've just been trying to clear out the hallway stuff, and oh, Johnny, I also cleared out this room, but Johnny hung up the light with the S hook. So it's up higher now, which is very nice. So it's not gonna be something I bonk my head on when I'm in here. So this is probably where that baby mat is gonna go. We do have a gray rug we may put in here as well to keep it nice and padded for baby Stella while she's rolling and crawling and all that good stuff. So this is all cleared up. Looks good. We just need to mop majorly. And I think that's it. I've got albums. I'm gonna put those up in an upstairs closet. Then Johnny's gonna hang that shelf for me when we figure out where it's exactly going to hang. We've got to work on making sure it's the right height for my camera. So I got the mat. It was left at the other house, so Johnny picked it up for me. I also organized my ink pads. I made the Stampin' Up! Ones in rainbow order. I also have sewing and crocheting stuff in those boxes. Got the sewing machine in here, and I have looked into trying to sew masks. I am really bad at sewing, but I think I could try. I could try to sew some masks. I'll leave links down below if you're interested in trying to sew masks for people. There's a lot of organizations working on that right now, so I might try to join that. I do have some fabric and things I can use. I don't know if I have everything, but there are resources online. Anyway, I'll link to that. I ended up putting Stella's bibs in here. She's got lots of bibs, and the easel, I'm going to use that for pulling out either the iPad or the Kindle or a recipe book. You can lean it on that, and also meal planning stuff at some point, but I'm not there yet. I mean, I still have diapers in the kitchen, so we're not there yet. We're not to that point yet. And I think that's it for now. I'm gonna sit. I started playing Animal Crossing on my phone. It's called Pocket Camp. It's not the actual like new game that came out, but my best friend has the new game. She's been telling me about it, so I'm getting into it, trying to just play the one I can play on my phone. Break time for me. I was moving things around. More broccoli and green beans into this. It is working. And then I wanted to show you guys, this is after an hour. This is the beef stew meat. Try not to fog up the thing. It's tender. I can cut it with a spoon. So it's perfect. And it was frozen solid. So that is awesome. I'm gonna just put this in with the beef stew and let it cook in the crock pot.
Okay.
That is one satisfied little baby with all her toys. We're about to eat. They're playing shells. I wanted to show you guys. Johnny went to the grocery store and they had nothing like shelf stable. Both of you, stop it. They had basically like nothing shelf stable. They only had fresh stuff. So he ended up getting a bunch of fresh stuff. I think we're eating pretty much better than we've ever eaten before because we're just eating a ton of fresh things. And the only thing he could find were some freezer chicken nuggets. They're like panko breaded air fryer nuggets. And so we're just kind of eating the best we've ever eaten. And there's mine. I've got a blood orange and all my veggies are inside my wrap with a little bit of the chicken. So there you go. There's lunchtime. And that one's for Stella. Now she's putting them away after sorting. And there are shells. You got a little baby one? There's some pretty ones in there. I'm glad we kept all these so we can remember the beach. I just got done tucking in the girls and cleaning up the kitchen. I did not load the dishwasher because I have to unload the dishwasher. We ran it right after lunch. It wasn't quite full enough last night, so we ran it after lunch, and then that messed up my schedule. So there are clean dishes in the sink. They've been rinsed. They just need to go in the morning. I was just not gonna clank around dishes while the girls were trying to go to bed. Anyway, we finally opened the blinds and put them in the right rooms. We will start hanging them up tomorrow. Johnny just needed to go clean the rental. So we've got blinds just sitting in all the rooms. I wanted to show you guys my nightly progress here. We have a little bit of that bread left. I had this bread in the freezer. It's that Trader Joe's. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name of it. It's really, really good. Those are the last pieces we had left of that pack. We'll have that with the leftover beef stew tomorrow. Let's see, I'm getting through. It's gonna be dark for a second. Hold on. Let's see where the light switch is. So I didn't end up putting the things in the right places, but we ended up cleaning this up a lot, and so it looks a lot better. There are the blinds. We're doing 2 blinds in that window, like ratty clothes. And then 2 blinds also in this office space. I can't see anything in there, but I have 2 blinds for that big window too. And then 1 window for the stair window. And so we put the blinds where they need to go. The dryer is hooked up. Luckily, Johnny was able to get everything hooked up with it. They made the vent oval shaped. I don't know why or how, but it was oval shaped. So we had to make our thingamabob oval shaped to fit on there. And unfortunately, when we went to run the washer, it leaked. The cord here, one of these was dinged. I don't know what happened to it, but it had a hole. So he made it so where I think it's gonna work right now. The bottom one is not plugged in. We have to get another one of these tubes, but he made it where the top washer would work. So we can wash and dry clothes. We just can't use the mini washer, which is okay. I can make do without it. They're actually clothes dried in that dryer, I just realized. And let's see. The drying rack is out here while he was working in there. That's the towel he used to soak up all the water that made a mess. And that's pretty much it. So let's sit down and chit chat. So I look like total crap. I really need a shower. I'm just too lazy right now to take it. We have officially been in the house for 1 week as of tonight. It still just doesn't feel real. Like there's still so many things that need to be done. We only have the bedroom blinds hung at this point. We haven't put Stella's crib together yet. We just have lots of like organization stuff left. There's very few cardboard boxes, thankfully. I was getting really crazy about having the cardboard in the house. It's like we have to unpack all the boxes immediately. We just have a few more that need to be broken down and then a few more to unpack officially, and then we'll be done with the cardboard. I think we did good as far as things go. We have a baby, and also it's in the middle of a pandemic, so it's just really bizarre. Like I keep thinking, oh, it'd be really nice to go hop to Target and get blah. And I think, oh, I'm gonna order this from Amazon. And I'm like, no, it's not essential. Basically for anything non-essential, we're totally waiting. We're making do with what we have. We're trying to use up what groceries we have, so we're not going to the grocery store. I used to go at least 1 time a week, probably more like 2 times a week. Scratching my legs, sorry, like the whole camera's shaking. But now we're going like at the most every week and a half. It's been more like every 2 weeks lately. And we do need to go again, so we'll go again in a couple of days, but I'm trying to make it stretch as much as possible. And I think I had said it in a previous clip, but like the grocery stores around here are completely wiped out of essential shelf-stable things like flour, yeast, bread products, things like that. They have some cereals. Johnny said they had like some things here and there in the baking section. Like he was able to get chocolate chips, and I did have a bag of flour. I showed that in a haul video before things got really crazy. I did get 1 bag of flour because I was getting low, but basically like most baking essentials are gone. Most freezer section things are gone. He got us some frozen chicken tender things, but basically like all the frozen things I had asked for were gone. They only had corn on the cob, like no frozen corn kernels, so he got some frozen corn on the cob for us. Basically like no freezer section stuff. They only had fresh stuff, and it was really bizarre because when I ordered my last pickup thing, like all my shelf-stable stuff was in stock, but none of the produce was in stock, and now it's the opposite. We've eaten really like fresh stuff this last week because that's what he was able to get at the grocery store. So he ended up getting extra vegetables, extra fruits, things like that we could eat. And it's been like healthier than our normal stuff. He didn't get to buy all the junk that we normally buy. We still have tons of junk, but it's just for meals, we're eating like the fresh stuff first and saving the canned stuff and the shelf-stable stuff. Aside from cereal, we've been eating cereal pretty much every morning. Johnny and Livy both have a bowl of cereal. I go between having cereal or a protein shake. I like to go back and forth. I don't like having the same thing every day like they do. Both of them are very much creatures of habit. They could eat the same thing every day for just weeks on end, and they get so sick of the same thing. So I like to really change it up and at least alternate a couple of different things. So that's been working well, but it's just been crazy. And I've posted these vlogs lately with very little talking about what's going on, just trying to get my mind off of the stuff. And I was hoping to post the videos pretty frequently for you guys to help you guys also get your mind off of the stuff. It's kind of crazy right now. They're saying some really crazy stuff right now about as far as like number predictions for all sorts of things, and it's kind of scary out there. Really hoping that everybody stays healthy and safe out there. I hope you're staying home and you're able to work remotely. It's such a bad time to buy a house because it's really hard to be happy about it with all the stuff that's going on. I just worry about everybody. I worry about everything. I worry about the state of our economy after all this goes on and how we're going to bounce back. And thankfully I have read a couple of things where they predict it's going to be like a natural disaster. Like when a natural disaster hits someplace, the economy tanks for a while because everybody's not participating in the economy. And then once everything starts getting back to normal, the economy goes back pretty quickly. So usually it's an isolated event, like a hurricane hitting just a certain region, where this is like worldwide, where everything's just kind of stopped. And it's just really bizarre. And I mentioned earlier about sewing masks. I will leave the links down below if you are interested in sewing masks, if you've got a sewing machine, or you have the resources to help, if you have resources to donate. I'm going to really try my best to figure out how to at least like give my sewing machine to somebody who can use it right now, because I don't know if I have the capability or the ability to sew. Like, I don't know that I can do it, but I'm going to see if I can. And if not, I know a group locally that I can at least donate my sewing machine to them temporarily so that they can have one more person sewing in their group. It's just getting crazy out there. And it's really put a damper on how much I'm excited about the house. You know, like we bought the house in probably the worst time to buy a house. I'm worried about our home value tanking. Like right as we bought the house, we're like, wow, it's a really, really bad time to buy the house. Thankfully, Johnny can work from home. So knock on wood that everything's okay with that. But I just don't know. I don't know how things are going to fall for everybody. It's really hard out there for a lot of people. I'm also looking into organizations right now because I just want to help in some way. I'm ready for it to be over. I'm ready to go back to our happy places. And it's just kind of been an eye-opening experience to see what we really need. We're buying the house and there are like 50 things on my list of like, oh, it'd be great to have blah, I want to mount the TV, all this stuff to the house. And when it really comes down to it, I have not ordered anything except a high chair. Like that's all I've ordered. Everything else is on hold and we're just making do with what we've got. We're buying groceries and that is it. We're just trying to stay home. So I didn't really want to talk about it in a lot of these moving vlogs because I'm sure you guys are watching. I'm sure you guys have heard it everywhere. And I wanted these videos to be kind of an escape from all that. So I I didn't really want to mention it a whole lot, but I hope you guys have liked these moving vlogs. I will keep them up because we still have so much to do. Like, I really thought we would be more done by now. Johnny's still been working basically this whole time. He's been working from home. Olivia's been home, so I haven't been able to do a whole lot. Stella is taking 2 consistent naps, so that's like my time to get things done, and I still have Olivia with me, so it's slow going even in those times. So it's just been a lot slower this round than I expected it to be. And Raquel had mentioned, like, you guys need some help, and we were planning on having help. His parents were going to come and stay with us for a week or 2 and help us move. So that was the original plan, and then all heck broke loose with the world, basically. And the safest place for them was home, and rightly so. Like, I'm very happy that they did, but it totally was our help. Our help had to stay home. So it's just been the 4 of us. Thankfully, our movers are awesome. They got us moved in really quickly. But other than that, it's just been him and I unpacking around the kids' schedule, and it's been hard. He's still working, and I did end up with a migraine yesterday. I think it was a hormonal thing. I didn't feel stressed or anything. I think it's due to hormones. I've been eating and sleeping and hydrating correctly. It's just part of my monthly cycle is getting migraines every once in a while. This is the first one I've had in quite a while. It wasn't a super awful one, so I was able to just rest for a little while Stella took a nap. I was able to lay down and rest for a little while, and that helped a lot. Anyway, that's really it. Johnny went back to our rental house. He's cleaning it right now as we speak. I tucked in both girls and got them ready for the night, and then cleaned up after dinner. The beef stew ended up being really good. I've got enough for us for dinner tomorrow, and then that'll be it. So we've just been really good about using up every last bit of things, not wasting anything. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will have my vlogging playlist for you guys down below. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye.